Good morning, the birds are chirping. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. For some reason, stupid things makes me rotate my phone, and I don't like that. It's weird. I need to go back on my Streamlabs. That's what I'm gonna do. But good morning, boy. Yesterday was pretty. Yesterday had some different emotions going on out there. It was weird. It was sad. It was happy. It was a whole bunch of stuff going on. But I don't know, y'all. The word on the curb is Mr. Kelly has now obtained a new attorney. There's a third leg. A third leg. The only thing that I can remember, that I do remember, I only remember one person that was pretty much out here saying like, "Oh, we're working on getting new attorneys, and he needs new attorneys. He needs new attorneys." And next thing we know, it was voila, he got a new attorney. So I don't know if Don Russell had anything to do with that at all. I really don't know. All I do know is that it's got to be some kind of goddamn team back there working. Good morning, Brooklyn. It's some team. It's somebody back there doing some work. It's somebody. We know for sure it ain't that goddamn Brooklyn, because he'd have told you if he got a new attorney. He just said it. He ain't said nothing. He's sitting over there just as surprised as everybody else. But yep, from the look of it, it looks like it's a I don't know if he's part African somewhere. I don't know if he's Nigerian or something, but it looks like he's got a little bit of African in him. I've been looking at the reviews on him. It's kind of a split decision when it comes to the reviews, but I've always been the person out here that whatever Mr. Kelly wants, I'm all for it. I'm never going to complain about the choices of what he has done in his life. I'm never going to talk against it. I'm never going. That was his personal life, So, but it's like everybody on the high collations, on the YouTube, everybody is in their feelings. I'm like this. Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, he's only human. I don't know why your comments disappearing, girl. I see them. I see your comments. But Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, to me, he lived a happy life. That's what I see. That's what I see in his videos. That's what I see when he's doing his interviews. That's what I feel. He's doing his interview articles like in the Esquire or and all of the others. Boy, I sure do miss old Jet. I used to like the Jet magazine though. So, but I go off of what his energy is. You say it seems he has civil rights in his backgrounds. Yeah, civil rights. So somebody's back there though, Brooklyn. Somebody's back there and they're helping, at least from what I can see and the things that I be reading. Somebody is attempting to help now, and so that's a good thing. That's really a good thing. But I live by the Spirit and I walk by the Spirit, right? And the Spirit that I see in Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, because some people's spirit, it bounces off of them and onto you. So I never seen this man angry, upset, in videos or nothing, except for he wasn't even upset when he played the part in Trapped in the Closet. It was like it was just all humble and happiness. So I don't know, that spirit kind of is what jumped onto me. So when I come out here in the YouTube streets and I know how people can be, right? Because it's no different from our real life. So I don't know. Last night I tried to understand, how is it that, everything could be so upsetting to each other, about what people say, how they move, and things like that. Once you have your belief made up in your mind and you're walking with the good belief from a person who you believe is a good person, you kind of walk with that attitude. You feel what I'm saying? You walk with that attitude. I believe that he's a good person. I believe that he's humble. I believe that he's fun. I believe that he's funny. I believe he likes to have fun. So it's like, why wouldn't I have that same spirit, have that same persona, So earlier on, it was coming at me, and you're this and you're that, and you're fucking some Trevin. I don't even know no goddamn Trevin, besides downtown Chicago, right? And you think that shit just make tickle me goddamn pink. However, I am aware that some things I did come back to tag on, right? But then I realized, what the fuck for? Like, you don't know me. Like you don't know me. So people will steal your joy if you allow them to do so. Me, I'm able to be on YouTube, and I promise you, none of this shit out here doesn't stick to me. It doesn't stick to me. It doesn't work my nerves or nothing, baby. I get the log off of this and just go on about my day. That doesn't mean that I don't rock, that I don't support Mr. Robinson Professor Kelly at 150,000%. Doesn't mean that, because I do. Because I do. I just know how to maintain my humbleness. You know what I'm saying? I still know how to maintain having fun and laughter and this or that. I know for sure that if a person is not physically harming me, make a goddamn thing that they can say or do to steal my damn joy. None. I gotta set this damn phone down. It's getting on my nerves. None at all. You can't steal my joy. You can say whatever you want, because everybody out here is going to do one thing, and that is just try to insinuate of what's going on with your life. Make up some shit, talk about some shit, and have a reason to laugh at some shit. We all kind of do it in every shape or form, fashion. We all kind of do that shit. But on YouTube, like, shit, I don't give a shit. If you don't owe nobody anything, it shouldn't be nothing out here that can upset anybody at all. You got to kind of brush that shit off the shoulder, because when a person want to win, whether it's a verbal or a mental battle, they gonna hit below the belt. They gonna rock that shit, throw that shit in wormhole. It's gonna be all right. But yesterday, yeah, we had seen and listened to something that was so demonic, but at the same time, you have to pay attention of who it's coming from, and follow the energy of that person. I believe, in my honest opinion, I truly believe that when people came out and they were all rocking for Mr. Kelly, and then you had the other side of the team rocking against Mr. Kelly, there comes a point of time where you can't mix shit up. You cannot mix it up. And I don't like the discrimination and all of that shit, right? But doing this here, Robert Sylvester Kelly, those ops should have been staying to themselves and arguing with themselves. And Team Kale's people should have stayed right in their one little camp and just been talking good things about it. The op side, they should have not gotten any attention. It was easy to ignore them. That's what I chose to do. That's what I had chosen to do. I knew for a fact, if I'm rocking for Mr. Kelly, what the hell do I got to say to you? Go and debate somewhere else. Go and have your intellectual conversation somewhere else. I knew it. It's not that I didn't, it was premeditated plan. I knew when I came down for the Walk for Chaos back in July of 2020? Yeah, I think so. That this is the side that I am staying on. Hi, Jason. This is the side that I'm staying on. There is no reason for me to try to go and convince, try to go and prove, whether if it was to debate about a freaking indictments or the motions or the discoveries or what the attorney said and none of that stuff. It wasn't for me to come out here to go to the other sides. Their mind is made up. So, what good did it do? Seriously, though, what good did it do to go and mingle with the other side? That's just like, I'll say with the disciples and the vice lords. The disciples, they stay to their side. The vice lords, they stay on their other side. You don't see them going and sitting up at a buffet table, eating it and chopping it up and talking about the chief in charges and all and what's the plan for today, or debating on what colors they can wear for tomorrow or this day. No, because their mind is already made up. You just don't go stepping in the lion's den. You don't go talk to them. You don't go. It was like, no, I don't want to speak to you. I just want to stay over here and represent and advocate for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly as far as a supporter. Don't want nothing to do with them. That's why I never went. That's why I never wanted to get to know any of those people, because they will. That's their job. Their job was to come out here to cause the diffusion and to try to change your mind up and make you see otherwise. Bend a little bit. They convince you. They convince you. They convince you. That's what they want to do. And it was like, I wasn't giving it the benefit. I wasn't giving none of that shit the benefit of fuck about. You keep your opinions and your analogies and all that shit about Mr. Robert Spencer Kelly on the other side of the street. Yeah, stay over there. Stay the fuck over there. But no, Team Kelly had to go across the street. All the shit started getting fucked up, mixed up, because everything was being said, and now it put them over here where they got to think about more reasonable doubt of what the Opps said and all this shit. Ain't nobody got time for that. That's Brooklyn. Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly case is sensitive. It's very sensitive. You cannot go and mix the mother goddamn Kool-Aid. It wasn't time for it. Nope. The man sitting out here telling you guys that Drunken Larry, that he know this person, he know this person, he's got this person, he talks to this person, he talks to this person. He ain't lying. A lot of people just don't know all of the screen names of the actual people that was on the Lifetime docuseries. Everybody come on with goddamn different screen names and stuff. I just so happened, I was like, okay, so confirmation came through on my phone, because I was like, am I seeing what I see? Am I seeing what I see? Confirmation came through on my phone because I had to get validation. I was like, well, are you, so the person came back and says, well, yeah, that's what you're seeing, right? It was Javante Cunningham and what's her name? Kelly, one of the, it was, what's her name? I think it was Dominique Mother or something like that. I think her name ends with Kelly or something like that. I gotta recheck on that. They were sitting over in his chat room just lollygagging it up too. Lollygagging it up. So I was like, some things that he has said, has some truth to it. Whether if he was in touch with all of these women and this or that and bloop, bloop, bloop. Yeah, they be in his chat. They was in his chat. And I was like, wow, you would think that those people would be having a whole bunch of other things to do other than, be on YouTube and then intertwining with the beef that's kind of going on, right? So now we can understand. At least I have a much clearer understanding of where a lot of his information was coming from, and it's because he was being in contact with a lot of those women. Michelle Kramer. Okay, let me tell you the other girl's name. Hold on. It was another girl off up in his chat, right? I know Javante was in there, right? I'm gonna tell you her name. One second. Let me tell you her name. Is it Kelly Rogers? Who is Kelly Rogers? Kelly Rogers was in there. Um, Javante Cunningham was in there. She goes under. Let me see what her name is under there. Oh yeah, no, she's in there. She was in there under her name because she has a wrench, right? So she has a wrench. I don't know how many of y'all did y'all catch it, but I'll show you. So let me see if y'all can see that. You see that right there? So this is how he was able to get a lot of his other information of to say certain things on his channel. It would come from a lot of their allegations about Mr. Roberts Fescali. Here's another thing that I believe of what, because I got to go, you guys. I just stopped in really to say good morning to everybody. Good morning. So getting my work week out the way and, just having a beautiful days. But here's another thing. This is my belief. This is my belief, you guys. When Chuck Larry would be doing his commentary, I believe that he was able, because probably working with two screens or whatever. And just as I keep hearing him talk and talk and talk and talk and talk, and when people talk and talk and talk like that, I believe that he would be reading from articles, from law articles, and from different cases and as such, right? And what he does is take certain pieces out of a case and implement whether our Kelly name should go there or a female name should go in a certain part of the paragraph or this or this or that. That's what I believe he was doing. I truly do believe like he was like reading off of something. I do. I don't, because it's just the more I hear him and hear him and hear him, and I went back to replay certain things, right? It truly sounds like this man is reading somewhere off of an article and he's using substitution to make it fit, make it work. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, that's just my opinion. It's just my opinion. You guys don't run with that shit, but that's just how I feel about that shit there. Good morning, Dip Dip. Good morning. hmm But overall, you guys, everybody needs to find that happy place back. You gotta find that happy place back. All this goddamn, oh, it's crazy, right? Like, who wants to be like, oh God, no? Find that happy place back. Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly showed nobody no anger. He showed you no bitterness. I can't recall anything on TV or nothing about him showing you that he's upset or something like that. We may have seen some things that may be bothering him, but in my opinion, from what I saw, he's quiet. Like, he's really, really quiet. I don't know. You say you support nobody anything. Well, you support nobody anything. Oh, that's a good thing then, Jason. You support whoever you want to support. That's what's up. But it's crazy out here to keep hearing, the roo roo rah rah and all the defamation of character and things like that. But it's no different from the real world. It really isn't. So that's why it's easy for me like I say, I just laugh at that shit. You got to really laugh at that shit. But I know Galatians, right? He over here talking about nobody anything, but that's just Jason. That's just Jason keeping up conversation. So I don't know. No, no, no. That's just Jason. Jason likes those conversations. Yeah. Doesn't matter with him. Another thing, though, you guys, I don't worry about, you know, people supporting me. I really don't, because I'm going to come on here and talk anyway. I don't worry about not being shot out. The only thing that I've done when it came to Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly was just help push a lot of people to come out to do the walk for chaos for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. So, and all honestly, I don't play much a part about the situation like you see the other people doing. I just like to come on my channel and talk about some things about him. My channel is Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, and it's going to be turning into a mixture of other things. Like I do ladies' night over here, and you know I might do a Wild Out Wednesday or something like that. But so far, ain't nobody rubbed me the wrong way. So I can't even laugh at that shit at all. Bookham ain't said shit funny to me to come out here and talk about no shit other than him over there still trying to do self-preservation and prove himself on some shit. I don't know what's that all about, but mm, everybody want to be everybody want to be somebody, right? Everybody got to be somebody, but so there's nothing like really been, I don't know, shit much to talk about. The word on the curb is Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly has left Chicago and is now made his way over to New York. So that's the word on the curb. And we all knew that that had to happen, right? So I don't know. Hold on. Let me read some right quick, you guys. Give me a second. Let me read this. Where did it? Okay, I just got done. Oh, my throat is terrible this morning. I just got done. It was buffering. I'm sorry, Galatians. It was buffering because I went to read an article. So the article it states. Wait a minute. You know what? Well, no, I can't get on it on this phone because I don't have all my apps on this phone here. But it is official. It's official. The legal document has been signed that the Mr. Connernick has officially signed the form of coming on board for being Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly's legal attorney. It was signed and sealed in the Eastern District Court of New York for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, June 22nd, 2021. So there you have it. So I'm wondering what the hell these people gonna be saying now. You know, what do they got to say now? Mm-hmm. The last thing that Drunk Larry came on was to show people and try to prove to people that Nicole was on some type of drugs and blah blah blah, and you know, whole all anything to tear it down. Hi Harlem, anything to try to tear it down. That's what you call the devil being freaking busy, y'all. The devil be busy, but I don't know. I only got about 2 minutes. I got to get ready to go. I'm going to come back on probably tonight, you guys. I'll come back on tonight and try to show you guys some of the information that I do have on Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. That I will do. Try to pop a video out where you guys can clearly see that Mr. Kelly was at the Black Tour Panty concert, and we'll show you guys and help you identify that how it was Angelo Clary and Azra Clary up on that stage up there. Yep, we're gonna show you that. I'm gonna get that loaded up on the screen so that you guys can actually see it because they were there. So the daughter was never gone anywhere, and they knew where the daughter was and who is the culprit that let them in. Well, I got the tea on that one too, you guys. So I will see how true that is. So I will always put allegedly on it. But who helped Angelo and them Clary get to the Black Panties concert and got them in and got them close to Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. Well, the culprit actually sits out here on the YouTube streets and does a lot of this. Yeah, yeah, he does. But I think that you guys should see it for yourself. Yeah, they were there. They were there on the stage having a really good time, but they got to Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly through somebody. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. However, a lot of stuff that we speak on right now, some of it is relevant, some of it is going to be irrelevant to the fact, because the government, they just don't budge with some of the shit that they claim that they have. I don't believe that they have all of this stuff. I believe that they just it looked good on paper. That's just what I believe. I believe that it all looked good on paper. And Kim Fox thought it looked good on paper. And then Kim Fox was like, well, this is what we're going to do. We are going to indict him, go and pick him up. And then what they did after that was all the women who have talked or been around Mr. Robert Spencer Kelly, and if he has done some things, please come forward. That's, it's like it just doesn't work that way. But I don't know. What you say, Jason? Sparkle lies. Sparkle did have a husband, unless I don't know, because Jason, it was told that, he divorced her, so I don't know. We'll have to see about that. But Harlem and Beauty, good morning, sweethearts. Galatians, all you guys, good morning. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Like I say, I expect for my channel to, stay, get small over here, because, I don't be talking about shit, and I'm not really with the roo-roo and the rah-rahs and all that malarkey ass shit like that. So I will talk to you girls. I should be on tonight. I'll be on tonight just to come and do some vibing and show a little bit of information of what I do have in my possession over here. So, just to give us some time out here on the YouTube street. So, look at Cha-Cha say good night. Girls, good morning. It's good morning, Cha-Cha. What the hell? Mm-mm. It's good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So, I don't know. It's crazy out here. It's really, really crazy. So, it's crazy. Then I'm going to try to get Lily back on the channel. Come over and laugh with us some more. She don't mind. We'll try to get her back over here on the channel. But, y'all got to stay away from them ops over there. Even if I stay away from people that pretty much done even vibed with the ops. I don't trust. My trust out is like maybe 2%. I'm at a 2% of trust out here. And that's bad. Cha-Cha, that's bad as hell. I'm at a 2%. That's not good. That's not good at all. And I guess it's because, just like you, Cha-Cha, and a lot of the people out here, I sat out here and I watched it all along with everybody else. So I get to have my rights of, who I like to listen to and who I don't. But I can tell you that my trust, girl, it's about 2%. That shit low as hell. That's crazy. 'Cause you can't trust nobody. You just can't. But your heart though, Cha-Cha, good hearts connect to good hearts. That's for real. The only thing about it is a person should only have one time to show me that your heart got black blood in it. I move the fuck around. That's it. I'm gone. Bye. See ya. I don't want to be you. Ain't never got to think about you no more. That's just me. I'm not easily to make up with. I guess we can say that, because like they use the analogy about a man, right? They said if a man hit you, he'll do it again. Okay. Well, if a person will lie or try to say things to hurt you, they will do it again. So why would I still be around why would I still put myself around a person like that? Gone. Done. Gone. Get one time. One goddamn time. And you're gone. You written off. You gone. I write you the fuck off. That's it. You said at least you at a two, girl, beauty. Ain't this hard? It is so hard, girl. It's very, 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 very hard. But that's why I'm just like, what good is it that we have all these analogies out here if you don't follow through with them? What one analogy can work for the same aspect of another situation, right? It works for the same situation. So I use that method. That's the method that I use, you know? Yeah. And the shit don't change. You beauty, you at a zero. Lord have mercy. You at a zero. But the way all of this stuff has unfolded, the way that everybody literally has cussed everybody out and called everybody all kind of crazy names, and you want to fight, you want to do this, yeah, that's why, I'm trying to give it a 2 though, beauty. I'm trying to give it a 2. Hey, you gone for good after I get you. You girl, you better say it. You better say it. I don't like to hear that. Oh, well, I didn't mean it. Oh, well, it's like, okay. Maybe it's me because I'm not going to hurt. I don't want to hurt. I don't want you to hurt me. So my first move, if I meet you, is to show you who I am. If I'm coming in your presence, my job to come in your presence and wanting to try to establish an association or a long-lasting friendship, my job is to show you that I'm that good person. I'm the one with the good heart. I don't keep up this stuff and blah, blah, blah. And then it becomes mutual, right? Then you show it back, and then we can move on and establish whatever it is that we're trying to establish with each other. But the trust and the loyalty and the honesty, that all has to come, and looking out here on the YouTube street, because none of these people owe each other anything. That's why it's so easy for them to do it. None of them owe each other shit. They don't owe each other nothing. They don't know each other from a dime and a nickel. They don't know. So it's easy for them to do the verbal hate. It's easy for them to do the mental hate thing. They don't know you. They don't care. And they would never, they don't have to care, to be honest with you, because they don't know you. So, and that's why at some point, just because you hear people verbally on the YouTube or you see them on the screens, that doesn't mean for you to go break down and formulate this type of bond with a person. It's weird. Like, oh, no, you do me once, you do me twice. After that walk for the chaos, and then the other walk that I went down there that I was told to, I guess, not come. I didn't get that freaking memo, or I just didn't care. But after that, I continuously got bashed. I got bashed, goddamn it, what about, wasn't even less than a month on another channel. Right? And it was all hee ha-has. Hee ha-has. That's what it was. Do you think that I gave a fuck about what that boy said? But the other people, see, the other people laughed their ass off. And they were able to laugh their ass off because they are in their feelings about Papoose. So it was easy for them. But at least I know now that I'm aware of it, and to not fuck with you either. Why would I fuck with you when you was all fun and games with the bullshit lies that he always says about me? Do you think that I'm going to fuck with that person too? No. So now that's like 2 to 3 people off the chopping block. You got to go too. You ain't shit either. You ain't shit either. And that's just how I roll out here. So a situation out there that a lot of you guys know about and you guys have seen, oh, that shit'll never patch up. That shit will never, as long as I'm out here on the YouTube street, that shit will never, ever patch the fuck up. Ever. No. That's a done deal. That's a wrap. You can't wrap that shit no tighter than a goddamn Christmas gift. That shit tight. But it just goes to show that nobody cared. Nobody cared When it was Pap, shit, it was all motherfucking shits and giggles, boy. And she fucked this person, and she was doing this, and she didn't bring no water. Ain't nobody, cha-cha, I'm keep this shit real. Ain't nobody out here, nobody that was at those walks, and then I gotta go after this, that was at the walks, that was on the buses, that was around the MCC building, of the times that Papoose was down there. Ain't nobody yet, cha-cha, nobody, not a single person, has come out on Pap's defense out here. Nobody. That's why I said when I'm on this live and I'm sitting on my channels, and that's why I had to ride. That's why I stay solo. You can't name one person that actually came out in Pap's defense out here. Nope. 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 Not verbally at all. I have not heard nobody out of all of those people. So when all of that was said and done and time went past, right, I realized then and there that, man, you know what, Pap? Ain't nobody got your back out here, Pap. Ain't nobody got your back out here. Ride motherfucking solo. Ride solo. Keep your fucking head up. And your only support is to Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. And I've been standing on that since 2019. Then nobody had my fucking back. Everybody out here, pretty much, the ones that giggled and shits with it, believed every word that goddamn boy was saying. And it wasn't even true. I ride fucking solo. And there was people that was down there. But now I realize that, and since the people that was down there that didn't stand up or didn't say I beg to differ or none of that, I realize now that, hey, those people out there just don't like me either. And it is what it is. It is what it is. I don't owe them nothing. They don't owe me nothing. But I know what type of people they are as well, Cha-Cha, if that makes sense to you. I know that too. I know that if these people are out here standing for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, and you can stand up and try to correct the shit that the Opps are saying about Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. See, they can do that, right? But you can't stand up and do what's right on some shit that you know was wrong down at those walks, the shit that was said. I look at it like this. You ain't a true person all the way around the board. You halfway. You half-ass. You half-ass. Hi, Trigger. You half-ass. And I don't like what they call halfway ass crooks. I don't like them. You either one way or you the other way. Yeah. Oh, it's a lot of rah, rah. And Kelly didn't do this and Kelly didn't do that. Well, how could you try to speak the truth on one thing? You know the truth about another thing, but you don't speak the truth on that either. Psst, foul and fucked up, but it is what it is. So I've been dragged. Now, I'm not going to say drag. I've been challenged. But I realized that challenge wasn't even worth all that. It's like, really? We finna argue about some goddamn water or people sitting on the fucking grass? See, this is the shit that Drunken Larry started throwing out there. His sounded so good, everybody else started running with that shit. I'm not responsible whether if somebody is sitting down on the grass or not. Whole stories, and like I said, all that shit, the whole stories just didn't even come out. Only the shit about, well, let's talk about a person. Let's look at the bad situation of some things like that, right? That's what I saw. The good people was like, the walk for chaos. I'm talking about the walk for chaos. That was the theme of that walk. The walk for chaos. And a lot of you guys remember that because it was on the flyer, right? But I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. And as far as they talk about with Oso, I talked to Oso. Oso sat right by me. Also did not walk to the front of the march when the last time that I was down there. And this was, I think, when they were having another party, because also wanted me to go to the party, but I had plans with my mother the last time that I was down there, right? She was like, "Come on, Pap, come on, so I don't be by myself. So come on." I was like, "You're not gonna be by yourself. You got the Team Chaos people." She was like, "But you should really go." And I was like, "Not in my plans." I came to a walk for chaos, and then I had to go and do my mom, but also walked in the back. She stayed all the way in the back, right there with me. Also was right on the side of with me, walking, because that's what she came for, Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. So her attitude was the same as pretty much as mine down at those walks. She didn't come for papoose. She didn't, but she did not. Now, but she did tell me, "I am so glad that you pushed this walk for chaos out here. I am so glad, because it's an honor to be here to walk for chaos, not for papoose." And that made me, that put a smile on my face and everything. And I told, my response back to Oso was, I just really wanted to see how many people was going to stand for him. That was it. That was pretty much it. And she always said, "You girl, job well done. Job well done." Because the first walk in July, it was a lot of people down there. And then, of course, after that, it just started to get, it started to separate, which I just could not ever understand. Like, why are we separating this walk for chaos? Why aren't we not at the point where we're actually kind of filling up Michigan Avenue? I could not. It was really confusing at first, like what was going on, like what is happening. Okay, we can argue amongst each other, or we can feel some type of way amongst each other, but let's hide that part of it and still get more people down here. And we got to change the attitude up. Can we hold off the madness for like 20 minutes? Because once we separate from each other down here, we can continue to be mad, but can we put on that persona that this is the support team for Mr. Kelly? We want to fill it up. We want to shut it down here. We want to get people attention. We want strangers to join in and just start walking just for the hell of it. And, to persuade them, to convince them that this is what was going on. I remember the time that we were standing outside of the NBC, right? The news station down there, big old tall building, right? And they got the banner out there with the four guys on it, Mike Avenatti, and all these people who was corrupted in the system, right, with doing things toward Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. You guys know that I really thought that was going to be that moment. I thought that was going to be that moment, because it was so many people. It was so many people like reading that banner and taking pictures of that banner. And it was so many people that was listening. It was so many, you guys. And I was like, okay, well, that didn't work, because after that, all of the beefing and the quarrels and stuff start coming out all on YouTube. So maybe a lot of people start logging on YouTube and start seeing what was going on. They gotta be. If you got channels out there with 8,000 views and 20,000 views and 30,000 views, then somebody got to be looking. And then when they start looking, and the rumors started spreading that, "Oh no, this here is some bullshit here," so it changed their minds about it. But I remember that time, though. I remember that, though. So I could relate to the situation that happened last night. But I sat back sometimes, and don't get me wrong on this, though, you guys. Like I said, I went through it, right? There was nobody there. There was nobody there. Uh-uh. There was nobody there. It was all shits and goddamn giggles on pap turn, right? And this and that and all of this and this or that and all of this. But as I listened to the situation last night, I was like, that's really fucked up, right? But I know how papoose is. I know how papoose is. And I believe in also where one hand wash the other. All of that selective shit of who it happened to. So I will come for defense of when I feel like it only depends on who you are. See, that's what went down. It depends on like who you are. But I went through it. And I had absolutely no fucking verbal support out there when I went through it. None. I went through it like a champ because I'd come back on Scooby Doo ass. It didn't make me no difference because I know that Scooby Doo ain't finna harm me. I know that Scooby Doo was just a lot of talk and verbally he wants to tear you down. So I know that, right? But just watching that last night, that brought back those memories. And the crazy thing is, like I said, it just happened a couple of weeks ago on the doctor's channel. On the doctor's channel. And it was allowed. It was allowed. And it was not a single soul up in there. Not on the fucking panels. Not in the goddamn subs that said, hold the fuck up. It's about time. No, you was totally that you were wrong. And it still ain't one. It's still not one. So Pap has to ride solo and continue to love herself and know herself because it was proven. It was proven, it was really proven. Last night I was like, wow, wow. A lot of people that walked down there. A lot of people that went to the cooler to get the water out of there. A lot of people, 3, 4, 5 of them out here that went to the fucking truck and unloaded this shit, right? They out here. I'm looking at them. Ain't said a motherfucking thing. Not a goddamn thing. Nothing. So that tells me that when I look back behind me, you the only one. You got to have your own back on here because people ain't going to have your back like that. People ain't going to have your back. Now the attack it went into a different direction. And love is love. And we all have our particular person of who we wants to love and who we will support at a level, right? And that's shit like that. I don't roll with it like that. If you support one when wrong is wrong, I believe in you support all when wrong is wrong. But I get it. We're only human, right? We're only human out here. Fucked up humans, though. So it was kind of hard, right? It was kind of hard, but I get it. Maybe it depended on the subject, right? But a lot of people got hurt. A lot of people got hurt out here, and we all failed each other because we didn't stand up for each other when we knew some shit was wrong on a particular person out here, on a particular subject, since that's what brings on the anger about it, And for the record, yeah, fucking did hurt to have a grown-ass man sit there and to tell me that I can't come, that I can't participate, that we don't want your flyers, we don't want shit for you, or when I see you, I'm going to slap you. That shit, the same situation, that hurt it too. I didn't let it bother me. I was down there walking right behind that Scooby-Doo. Right behind him, didn't bother me. Because whatever it is that he had planned on doing to me, he would have had to do it to me in broad daylight. He didn't bother me. He continued on with his goddamn protest, but nobody asked, well, you're okay? Did it hurt? You want to talk about hurt? For another human being to tell you how and what you can do, like I'm living in the 1800s? It hurted a little bit, but I'm still going to stand my fucking ground. But nobody was there for Pap. Not a single soul. Not a single soul. So I know where I stand out here. And I'm not out here to be above, beyond, or over anybody. But it takes to go through some things to realize where you stand. And I know where I stand out here. And I play my position. I'm down here. Okay? I'm down here. I'm down here supporting Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. I will never be above him, over him, or any other of these people that comes on their lives to do all of their talking and their on demands and the controllings or that's not me. Do what you want to do out here because it's going to be what it is. It's gonna be what it is anyway. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be what it is. So, but other than that, you guys, I watched it all. It was interesting. It was hurtful. It was, it was, I don't know. It gives you something to think about. But you know how they say, I'm trying to think how the analogy goes, where you you learn sometimes through others' actions, right? You kind of learn. And what I saw last night and what I heard last night, all it does is just teaches me, It's like, it shows me some things. It opens my eyes up a lot more to some things. And one of them is, like I say, is the trust thing. Two of them is fucking with them goddamn ops that messed all of this shit up, because had the R. Kelly side just stayed to the R. Kelly side and ignored, it's not that hard. It's not that hard. The same way you can walk down the street and ignore somebody, it was the same thing. Just ignore, but nobody could. These people could not ignore it. So they ended up in a debacle where it was back and forth, 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 and then it's crazy because it was the same circle of the same people. That's exhausting and all of that shit. So wasn't really learning nothing. Everybody should know how to fight now, though, verbally. It should not be one person out here that do not know how to verbally fight. Mm-mm. They taught y'all that shit very well. So, I don't know. Good morning, Pee Wee. Good morning, Lady Earth. Good morning. So, you know, after like I say, I learned a whole lot out here. I'm gonna continue to support Mr. Robinson Fesicali, and don't be surprised. Right now is just not the good the good time for it. Right? Don't be surprised. I'm going to be coming back out, and I'm going to be calling on everybody again to, hey, let's go do another nice walk for Mr. Cali. Let's go be together. Let's go show him how he brought a lot of people together and just walk it out. We're here for you. I'm going to do that. I promise y'all, it's going to come. It's going to come. It really is. And guess what? You don't want to be a part of it. You don't. You do. You do. But Pap will be downtown Chicago just to walk it out for him. And for Mr. Cali. Rocking my Kelly goddamn t-shirt or my hoodie or whatever, and letting people say, well, oh, you do, yeah, just down there just as loud and having a good time, and we hear from Mr. Kelly. That's, it's going to come. It's just got to get the perfect timing for things, right? Time and preparation comes with a lot of things, but it's going to come. It's going to come, and it's not for me. Yeah, that's true though, Lady Earth, though. It should have been a no-no. Absolutely no-no. They could have been talking to themselves to their damn head go blue. They the ones had shit to prove to themselves. And what happened when Drunken Larry came out, and because he was reading off some indictments, that just suckered everybody in. That boy could have sat over there and read them indictments goddamn 50 motherfucker times. You ain't getting me over there to debate on them. Say what you want to say. And then over here should have been pushing harder with each other with the indictments. They can't invite them in. That's like, might as well open your home up to a bunch of strangers. Come on in, go to the store, and come back. All your goddamn furniture and everything gone. Yeah, it's like opening the door up to a goddamn stranger. Like no damn stranger up in here. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. But that's what happens when you allow infiltration. Yep, that's what happens. I'll go to hell. I don't want to debate with them. I don't want to hear what they're reading. I can read it myself. I don't want to tell you that you're wrong about this. I want to sit with the people where we can say, oh, well, that's right. That's right. Oh, yeah. I want to sit with those people, not the motherfuckers out here that's trying to tear him down. I don't have nothing to say to you. Why am I talking to you? It makes no sense. It makes no sense. It makes no sense to me. Fuck, I want to talk to you for shit. Good morning. Good morning, Alicia. So I got to get out of here, though, you guys. I will be on tonight, and so we can talk it up or laugh it up or whatever y'all want to do just for a little while. Just for a little while. Again, you guys, you stick around. Thanks for supporting the channel, you guys. And thanks for taking time out your day to vibe with me because I am actually like 25 minutes late for work. You know why? Because I made a choice to sit here and vibe with you guys, whether if I'm late or not. I'm late as fuck right now for work, but it be my pleasure just to sit and talk to you guys. Now I know a lot of people be like, shit, I ain't finna fucking be late or whatever. I'm not gonna lose my job over none of this shit about being late or whatever. I don't miss no work or none of that. I'm at work every goddamn day, 6 days a week. So if I known that this was going to get me into any trouble, you think that I would be sitting here? No. I made a choice this morning. I'm going to be a few minutes late because I want to sit here and vibe with good people. That was my choice. That's my choice, you guys. So that's how you make the choices in your life. I already knew it. You said we could talk about the weather, but I'm not talking to you about the person I support. It's not personal, it's business. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So you guys go have a good day. I hope to see you guys back tonight. It's going to be popcorn time. Cha-cha, I hear that my theme is being used quite a bit out there. I have popcorn time over here. Now everybody got popcorn time. I was like, oh, okay, all right. It's all good, though. I believe in sharing. Hey, Everyday Gemini, I believe in sharing, y'all. I like to share. Use it. I don't give a rat's butt. But let's come on. Let's talk about the new attorney. See how and what you guys think about that tonight. Let's do that. And I know you get to hear all of the same stuff all around YouTube or whatever, but it's okay if I talk about it a little bit over here. So yeah, it is. Stay away from them Opps though. You don't owe them nothing. Only thing with me, I take it an extra mile. If I even see people that you laughing and you kicking it with it, you agreeing to the things, I don't fuck with you. I got nothing to say to you either. Nope. Nothing to say to that person either. I'm good. I'm good over here. I'm good. So y'all have a beautiful day. Let me go get on this clock and I will see y'all tonight sometime. Bring your popcorn so we can have some fun. Bring your popcorn. You say you're fixing to represent one people's. Oh, that's what's up. You see, I'm rapping. Look, I'm rapping. I'm always rapping. I got me. I always have to have me. I shipped out the set of leggings and the tank tops to my mother's pastor. So my mom, I'm shipping them to my mother's house. So she should be getting those next Thursday, I think the confirmation said. So make those little girls happy and have some fun wearing the one papoose grind wear. So yeah, and my mom she went and got them a pair of all white Air Max to go with their leggings and their tops too. So but yeah, I did that. I took care of that Galatians. So oh my God, but it's good. It's good. God has prepared Robert to come back stronger than ever. Yeah, we will see. We will see, and that will. You know what? We're gonna leave out with that one because that's a good notation to leave out on, and it's a good thought to keep in our heads for today. You better go get some popcorn. Go make your store run. Go get your store run. So I'm gonna go. Y'all have a good day. Let me go do what y'all doing. Ain't y'all grinding? Let me go grind.